And this is the key thing. So if you're a small, medium enterprise, the key thing you've got to understand is this concept of cost to serve. Right? How much does it cost me to serve? Because if you're not careful, just like the bigger ones, all the big supermarkets are saying, hey, our sales are going up.
But their costs
But actually,
are as well.
their profits are diving.
Yeah.
Why? Because the cost to serve has actually changed.
Yeah.
And that's really one of the key things. And, dare I say it, one of the things when I'm working with larger companies is we'll be building cost to serve models. And one of the things I often say is don't get accountants involved in this, right? And I'll tell you why, because you get the paralysis of analysis. They're going, oh, well, it costs this. As a supply chain professional, I only need it to be about 80% right. I just need to know I'm losing money on that now, right? And I'm making money on that. That's all I need to know to be able to make decisions. These are management tools. So if you get into the paralysis of analysis, by the time you've got the model,
it's too late.
Everything's moved on.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're trying to take, basically high-level principles of activity-based costing, get buy-in across the business to understanding what's going on, but really look at that, because even if you're doing click and collect, it costs you money, It costs you money, and you've got to understand that cost to serve. Some of the bigger companies, they understand this now. If you're looking at the John Lewis's, you're looking at, even the supermarkets now, they're putting in, even on click and collect, there is minimum quantities that they will spend, that they will allow you, and so on and so forth. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay. And that is not offsetting everything. So, that's part of the challenge we're in. And if this maintains, what we'll have is what we call dark stores, which are dedicated like mini warehouses where the items are actually picked and moved, because that reduces and changes the cost to serve. Now, going back to the pandemic, if we think about, we talk about a discussion of lockdown, pre-new normal and new normal, okay? The pre-new normal is where you're using all your old processes, all your old infrastructure, all your old information systems, and all your old people, right? Yeah. Not age-wise, but, people have been in the business, to basically run a new supply chain to deliver different value to your customers. It doesn't make sense. That's where you lose this cost to serve. And we're going through that at the moment. For the new normal, you've got to completely change your processes, probably the infrastructure and equipment you're using, the information systems, but also the skill sets of the people as well to make all this work and come together.
Yeah. So taking that on board, Rich, I think there's some really useful stuff there. What's the biggest challenge that SMEs are facing over the next 6 to 12 months with these huge changes that you've talked about here?
I think really, the fundamental thing that an SME needs to really understand is to have absolute clarity about how you are creating value as a business. What is your thing? What do your customers really care about? And so on and so forth. So that's really important. And SMEs are in a great position to be able to actually do that. The next question they need to ask is what is their current capability? Right? Now, their capability, it might be, well, I'm very good at, on my desk here, I have masks, okay, some masks. Now, these masks are actually made by an automotive company. Their capability was to actually cut insulation material which goes into cars.